All right, Gallup surveyed global emotions and found that Americans are experiencing the most stress, anger, and worry in over a decade. And the percentage is significantly higher than other parts of the world. What could be the cause? Well, if you're in the media business, you will say Trump! In fact, those who disapprove of him were far more likely to feel bad than those who approve of him. But that nugget speaks to a larger possible culprit. Could it be the media are playing a role, too? We are living in the most prosperous era ever. Huge declines in poverty, crime, and also death that's due to war. We can now worry about triggers in safe spaces because we've never had it this good. It could be we're spiritually weak. Everybody wants to be strong, emotionally, intellectually, economically. But when you keep asking yourself, what's the point, even when things are great, you got problems. But we know good news doesn't sell, and the media is in the business to make money. So they convince us to ignore what we see and focus on what they feel. Unfairness, anger, outrage, pain. To them, catastrophe is king as we hurtle towards some environmental, social, political Armageddon. The media makes the jam, and social media spreads it. The difference between concrete evidence and contrary psychological spin has never been so vast, and it's making us ill. So the next time you're feeling really bad, ask yourself this: is it coming from inside you or from that damn airport TV? In life, you can't just turn off things that truly make you sick. The good news here, you can. So I have a theory, Dana. We were talking about this over the weekend.
It was a delightful email exchange.
Yes, it was. And then I stopped.
I know, you didn't ever invite me back.
I was drunk. I think that in America, we have so much prosperity for so long that we are used to it, so that we are more likely to be stressful over little things. But if you look at places like in Asia where poverty is dramatically reduced, maybe perhaps they're more grateful that they've moved out of extreme poverty, but we were already out of it.
Or like what you worry about, yes, because I think that human beings are natural worriers.
Right.
Right? And you have anxiety because that was survival of the fittest. So there's a evolutionary part, but I also think there's a spiritual part. And there's a reason why, I'll just speak to the Bible, and I'm sure this is true in other religions as well, but in Christianity, what does Jesus say over and over again? Fear not. There's many, many passages about turning over your worries to God. You don't have to worry about anything. I got you. Like, that's okay. And so if you grow up in that, and you can kind of remember it as an adult, you have to relearn the lesson over and over again, which is why you keep going to church and Bible studies and all that. I do think that there is some personal responsibility involved here. And that it's that the media can exacerbate things, and I'm going to include social media in that. We already know that people are looking at their phones going, oh, my vacation sucks, and my dog is not as cute as Jasper, and I'm kidding. My dog is as cute as Jasper. But I do think that there is something to be said about having some sort of grounding that allows you to turn over your worries so that you don't have, so it doesn't consume you.
Jesse, you might be the least stressful person I know. Am I right to say that?
That's true.
I think so.
I got a puppy, and that really helped me out. And Juan just got back from Belize, and he's been much more chill. And I agree, though, this country should be so mellow. Weed is legal pretty much everywhere. I don't understand it. But to Dana's point, I would agree. I would agree people are not going to church as much. They're not getting married as much as they used to. Everyone's afraid to touch each other now, physical contact, you can't do that anymore. And also, as you said, the media hysteria over global warming and collusion and a constitutional crisis at every turn. And the social media aspect, I think, and no one goes outdoors anymore.
Yeah.
Go outside, go, walk under a waterfall or something like that, see a rainbow.
In Manhattan.
Do some yoga, something like that, have a drink, take a girl out, you'll be fine.
Kennedy, I still believe that there's a vast difference between what is going on in life and how the media portrays it. And I think I think we tend to exaggerate the negative because the media is so negative. That's my theory, and I have proof.
And that's why you need to unplug from the external world that tells you that all of your problems are outside. And you sound like a damn hippie who's taking a big patchouli bath. But I have to say, I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
And so much of this has to do with mindfulness and not being in the moment. And, social media, Dana talks about social media, that takes you out of the moment completely.
Yes.
And we don't experience things anymore.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I was in France with my daughters, and they couldn't use their phones. They couldn't use their devices because I told them it cost $1,000 a minute.
I got to try that.
Completely honest.
So
but we went out and we did things and we walked
They'll
places
remember
and
it.
we ate
They'll
things
remember all of it.
It was so nice to really, and when you forget that, the nice thing about mindfulness is all you have to do is remember to get back into the moment, and there you are.
So, okay, Jesse got a puppy. Juan went to Belize. Kennedy went to France. So we now know what the key to happiness is.
Well,
Juan.
the thing that I noticed from the Gallup numbers was that the people who are upset are young people. And the young people, I think, are most tapped into the social media.
Yes.
Everybody commented on when their term came to here.
Yeah.
My sense is that you have a higher proportion of people who disapprove of Trump. True. But I also think it's that the rate of change and the rate of consuming information is so great. We have more information available at every stage of life now. I see this with grandkids. And you know what? Now they say the kids 1 to 5, they should not have any social media. It slows down your brain function.
It does.
But I think that people just kind of become addicted to looking at the phone, tapping into the Facebook or whatever. And it just, because so much news is kind of sad and depressing anyway and about bad stuff, people get upset and think the world's coming to an end.
Exactly. It's like the side effects in the drug ads. They're there, but they make everything seem like you're going to get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all of these side effects.